Saying no can be one of the hardest things for those of us recovering from codependency. Whether it's the fear of being seen as selfish or the guilt for disappointing other people and their expectations, saying no is a real challenge for some people. So I want you to stick around as I explore how to shift your mindset, set some empowering boundaries, and break free from the people pleasing cycle.
Hi there, I am the essence of femininity, and I just want to share this message with you.
Hi there. I am the essence of femininity, your certified professional life and recovery coach for codependency recovery, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm Yellow Butterfly. Today I'm diving into a topic that many of us with codependency struggle with, and that's just how to reframe your thoughts and actions to empower you to say no more often. And if you've ever felt guilty or anxious, or just felt like you're being selfish for putting yourself first, well, this message is for you. Let's start with a belief that so many of us carry, and that is the belief of saying no is being selfish. I want to challenge that because saying no doesn't mean that you don't care about others. It means that you care about yourself too. And self-care isn't selfish, it's just necessary. It's necessary for everyone. Think of it like this. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you're constantly giving to everyone else, how can you thrive? Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying yes to peace. You're saying yes to your growth. You're saying yes to your well-being. And when you start prioritizing yourself instead of others, you stop with the people pleasing. You stop with the fear of rejection, and you stop worrying about being seen as uncaring. And we have to break that cycle. You have to start asking yourself questions like, does this action align with my values or my priorities, or just the capacity to be able to do it? Am I saying yes out of obligation to someone, or do I fear them? And what will saying yes cost me emotionally or mentally or physically? And when you shift your focus to prioritizing your well-being, you will notice something amazing. You'll start to feel lighter, freer, and more in control of your life. Now, I do want to mention that there are different types of codependency. So let's talk about 3 of the most common types of codependency, because understanding where you are, it can help you take better action. Now, there's the caregiver. You might be all 3. You feel responsible for someone else's happiness, often to the detriment of your own, doing things for them all the time. And then there's the people pleaser, and you'll fear conflict or rejection, so you'll agree to do everything with you, even though it drains you. And then there's that victim, where you're just powerless to change your circumstances no matter what. So those are the 3 that I wanted to bring up. And then I want you to think about it. Which one do I relate to? Which one seems more like me? Because recognizing these patterns is the first step to breaking free. Now, trust me, I get it. Saying no can feel terrifying. I still sometimes feel it when I'm dealing with certain people. And you might think, well, what if they get mad? What if they call me selfish? Well, I've been there too, and I know that's why I brought this up. For years, I said yes to things that left me drained, anxious, or even just resentful. And why? It's because I didn't feel that I wanted to disappoint anyone. And here's the truth. Every time I ignored my own needs to please someone else, I was betraying myself. And the guilt that I felt by saying no is nothing compared to the burnout and frustration that I feel from saying yes to everything. So I want you to think about this. Imagine someone calling you selfish for protecting your peace. Now, does that make sense to you? Does that make you selfish for not putting them first? No, it doesn't. It makes them selfish for not wanting you to be in the best position for yourself. People who genuinely care about you will respect your boundaries, and those who don't, well, maybe they're just benefiting from you having a lack of them. And you might want to think about things in this way. I know you don't want to cut people off completely, but sometimes if your boundaries are being neglected, or if you find yourself abandoning yourself because you're afraid of setting the boundaries, and those people are not really worth having those relationships with. So I want you to think about that. Two people can coexist, and it's all about balance. It's all about respecting one another. You have to affirm your worthiness. You have to start saying these things to yourself on a regular basis. I'm strong enough to say no. I love myself to be a priority. I deserve to be respected. I am in control of my own life. I want you to write these things down and just stick them on your mirror, stick them on your refrigerator, your desk, in your car, anywhere you'll see them. And the more you repeat them, the more you'll feel it and the more you'll believe it. Now, I do want to bring up the negative self-talk, which is a codependent person's worst enemy. And you might tell yourself things like, I'll hurt their feelings if I say no, or I'm going to feel like I'm being mean, but it's really true if I tell them the truth. Ask yourself, and this is another challenge, what's the evidence that I'm being, what evidence do they have that I'm being mean, other than just not getting their way? Am I prioritizing their feelings over my own needs? Or how would I advise a friend in this situation? And when you start to challenge those inner critics of yourself, then you'll start feeling better. You'll take your power back and let them go on with their pettiness. But here are a few ways that I want you to start saying no with confidence and respect. I want you to say things like, thank you for thinking of me, but I can't commit to that. Or, I appreciate you asking, but I need to focus on myself right now. Or, that's not something I can do at this time. You don't have to tell them why and go into a long spiel. Just practice saying these things out loud. And the more you do it, the more natural it will feel. And I want you to think about it. In today's world, everyone's quick to label someone else as toxic or a narcissist and cut them off. But let's reflect inward too. Are you handling situations maturely, or are you just reacting out of hurt or frustration? It's not about being perfect. It's about striving to be emotionally mature, authentic, and just accepting others while standing firm on your truth. So remember this, when you're setting boundaries, it's not about control or revenge. It's about respect, and respect for yourself and others. And if you're ready to dive deeper into this journey, I want you to check out my 21-day Codependency Mastery Recovery Program. Now is a great time to start at the new year. And then together we'll work on creating the life that you deserve, just one boundary at a time if that's what it takes. But I want you to remember this, always. You are worthy. You're worthy of everything that you want. You are strong. You're in control. And most importantly, freedom starts right here with me. So dive in, subscribe to my channels, take advantage of your consultation, and let's start. Anyways, I have to go. Take care. Bye now.
Are you ready to break free from codependency and reclaim your sense of self? Introducing the Essence of Femininity's 21-day Codependency Recovery Mastery Program starting May 1st, 2024. Led by a certified professional life and recovery coach, this program offers guidance and support to help you navigate the complexities of codependency and foster healthier relationships. But hurry, participation is limited and seats are filling up fast. Don't miss this opportunity to embark on a journey of healing and empowerment. The Essence of Femininity, empowering you to reclaim your authenticity and live a life of freedom.